one too. Y'all, so listen. Listen. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, hello. My hellos be a little dull some mornings, but look, I gotta tell y'all about what happened yesterday. I was gonna record yesterday, but the energy wasn't even there, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow. So anyway, welcome. This is B. It's your girl B coming through with the 1-2. Okay, listen though. Y'all, so I had an experience yesterday and I want to talk to y'all about it. I was literally, okay, so let me give you a little backstory. So I'm working a new job. So I'm learning, you know, when you start a new job, you learn, you have to go through the training process and all of this and that. So I'm learning, right? Okay, cool, boom. So one of the ladies that I'm working with is kind of like helping me. We're working on this design, this thing for our customers, and she's kind of helping me through it. So we have actually implemented what we're working on. We have actually implemented what we're working on to the customers, but she was like not working. To make a long story short, while she was out of work, she was off work for a vacation, so she came back and had to catch up on some stuff. So I was telling her, okay, we have introduced the customers to the portal, but it was some stuff missing that I thought she was the person that worked on, and so I didn't want to step on her toes by going like creating the stuff myself, right? So anyway, when we met yesterday, we got to work on the pieces, and she was just really, what's the word? Just short and like kind of, and I've already kind of picked up on her character anyway, just from working with her these past few weeks. I see she's like, you know, she likes to kind of be in control, kind of in demanding, and it's okay, whatever, cool. You know, I'm learning. Even sometimes she'll say something to me and I know what I know, and I just let it roll off because I'm like, whatever, you know, cool. I'm new, cool. So I found myself yesterday shrinking. I found myself literally in the middle of us having a conversation because she was just so adamant. Like every time I said something, she would just say something back real fast. Like, no, don't worry about it. No, just don't worry about what I'm talking about. No, da, da, da. Like she was just, you could tell she was just irritated. And she had already, I know it's because she came back to work, had a lot of work emails, and a lot of stuff to catch up on. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what I'm trying to get to is that I realized when we were working and I was trying to show her things and talk to her about what I was doing, because I work remote, so I was sharing my screen. I felt myself getting small because of how she was talking to me. I literally felt myself shrinking down. Even my posture was like this. I was sitting at my computer and I had my mouse in my hand and I was like, you know, like sitting like this. And I didn't have my camera on, so she couldn't see me. So I really was shrinking, right? And in that moment, and when I felt myself shrinking, I told myself, no, you know what you know. Sit up straight, have confidence. Don't sit there and bring yourself down because of her. Literally in that moment, and I'm so proud of myself. I said all that to say, I'm so proud of myself that I caught myself and I was sitting like this, real talk, I was sitting like this and I sat up. I took a deep breath, and a couple times I know she felt the energy, because you can feel energy. You can literally feel, whether we work remote or not, you can still feel energy from people. Energy is so real. And so I know she was kind of picking up on my energy a little bit, because I kind of started drawing back, and some of the times when she would kind of do that little ha 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 laugh, I wasn't laughing back. And I'm usually always laughing. I'm usually always a positive person. I was not laughing back, because what you're doing is not cool. And I feel like you are trying to belittle me. And in that moment, I didn't say nothing, y'all. I didn't get an attitude with her or nothing. I sat up straight and I started feeling in my body again, feeling like, okay, I know who I am. I know what I know, and I know that I know what I know. No, I don't know everything, but I know what I know. So there's no need for me to sit here just because she is irritated. She's having a bad day. There's no need for me to sit here and shrink myself down to her level or belittle myself or feel small. So I sat there and we finished doing what we was doing. And she finished doing her little talk, getting over herself. And then she go, oh, you want to do lunch tomorrow? You know, cool. Because we supposed to meet up and go do lunch. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We have to reschedule to tomorrow. I'm like, that's fine. Like, I know people, and I'm trying to get to my point of the message. I'm sorry it took me so long, but I had to tell y'all about my experience. And I'm so grateful for my personality, for my character, for who I am. I'm so grateful because I handle things well. I do. I handle things well. Anybody else probably would have just snapped on her or got an attitude with her, but I didn't have an attitude with her. I had to just do a self-check with myself. I had to do a self-check with myself. And then it's going to be times in life when you're going to deal with stuff and you're going to have to literally, you're going to have to help yourself out in those moments when you're dealing with stuff. You're going to have to catch yourself and help yourself get through what you're going through in those moments. That's what I'm really trying to say, because I felt myself getting small. And that's another thing too. Do not allow yourself to shrink when you are in the presence of people, when you are around people, when you are conversating with people. You have to have courage. You have to believe in yourself. And this may take time. This is going to take a lot of inner work. This is going to take a lot of good self-talk. This is going to take a lot of you being your own hype woman, being your own hype man. It's going to take a lot of that. You have to do that. I have spent years making myself small, playing small around people who I felt like was big dogs. And I feel like now I'm the big dog. I don't care what my title is. I don't care how much money I make. I know what I've done. I know what skill sets I have. I know what I know in my head, and I know what I'm capable of. So I want you to get to a point where you know who you are and take your life experiences, take the jobs, the roles, the positions you've had. If you need to take this in a workplace, if you need to take this into a relationship, but you need to have confidence. You need to step up and speak up for yourself when you need to. Speak up for yourself. Do it in a kind way. You don't have to be nasty and rude. You don't have to be nasty and rude to get your point across. See, I could have been nasty and rude to her because she was really being nasty and rude to me, but I didn't have to do that. You can kill people with kindness and you can kill people with silence. You feel me? So I sat up straight. I wasn't feeling small no more. Even when you change your posture, I'm going to tell you something. Even when you change your posture, you will literally change. You will feel different. If you walking around and you slumped over and you got your head down, you looking down, ain't no what's down there. What's down there? You need to be looking up to the heavens, looking up to the stars, looking up to the skies. Real talk, change your posture and it's gonna even change how you feel. Because I immediately, and I'm so grateful for that. I am so grateful. I told myself last night how thankful I am to myself. Tell yourself, thank you, self. Thank you, B. Thank you, me. Thank you, God, whatever, for kicking in and stepping in and helping me in that moment. Because I needed it. I needed it in that moment, y'all. I felt myself going back to the old me when I used to just be so shy and bashful and so... I wasn't very vocal. I didn't speak up and say things when I needed to. When people, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of things that I used to be so mad at myself about after the fact. But this time, I didn't really necessarily have to speak up. I helped myself change internally, which then I felt better. I felt better. And like I said, I got quiet. A couple times she wanted to laugh. I wasn't laughing. I didn't find it a laughing matter. And any other time, I would have faked that off and laughed it off. I would have laughed with her. I didn't laugh. And then when I got done with her, when I was done, when the meeting was over, it's like she started pausing. I don't know if she was texting on her phone or what, but when the meeting was over, guess what I said? And usually I'm the one that let the other person end the meeting. I said, okay, well, that's all I needed for today. That's it for today. That's what I told her. That's it for today. I'm done for today. I told her that. And the meeting, I ended that meeting. Because, baby, you're not going to listen. I'm telling you, when you start doing that inner work, when you start working on yourself, when you start loving on yourself, when you start talking better to yourself, I'm telling you, it starts changing in all your relationships. It starts changing the way you show up. It starts changing the way you move, the way you walk, the way you talk. And I know it's going to be times. I know it may not be every time. Sometimes when you in the middle of a conflict or in the middle of a situation, your reactions just gonna be different. Sometimes it happens so fast you may not be able to react how you want to react or respond how you want to respond or need to respond. But what I'm saying is that for me, doing the inner work, loving on me, talking good to me, showing up for me, speaking life over my life. You hear me? I said speaking life over my life. These are the things that have helped me. And so when I encounter situations like what I encountered yesterday, it helped me to be able to get through it and not be depressed and sad afterwards. The old me would have been sitting there probably crying at their computer after this saying, oh, nobody thinks I know anything. They think I'm a failure. They think I don't know enough. Da-da-da. Now, real talk. I sat there right then and there and I was like, nah, sit up. You sit up. You don't sit there and shrink. You sit up. Let her finish doing. She cut me off. Every time I would say something, she coming back like she hit me with the jab. Boom, boom, boom. Do, do, do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. So I started falling back a little bit. I started kind of, when I sat up and I felt good, I'm like, you know what, whatever. What point do I have to prove to this woman? I ain't got nothing to prove to her. I got the job. She ain't my boss. She's a coworker. We just working together. I ain't got nothing to prove to her because I proved myself in the interview process. I'm here. I'm here. I got the job. I got the role. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say, y'all, when you start, don't shrink. Don't shrink. Don't try to get down to their level. Don't watch your posture when you're in front of people that try to belittle you. They try to out-talk you. They try to act like they're better than you. Watch how you carrying yourself. Have that confidence in that moment. Yeah, you might can out-talk me. But on behind the scenes, I'ma outwork you. I'ma still get the work done. I'ma still get the job done. I'ma still do what I gotta do. I'ma still show up and put these 8 hours in and go my ass out home and in my personal life and do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So when you know who you are, you need to know who you are. Know thyself. Know who you are. Know what you're capable of. And also change that inner dialogue. Speak life over your life. Speak well to yourself. Treat yourself kind. Be nice to you. Because the world, I'm going to tell you something. The world don't give a fuck. The world don't give a fuck. So you got to give a fuck. You got to care. You got to be the one. You got to be the one. Show up for you. Speak life over you. Be nice to you. These people don't care nothing about you. These people don't care. And then on top of that, a lot of them, they going through stuff anyway. They dealing with stuff. Then they want to take it out on the people they encounter in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have so much shit going on, because people taking out all of their frustrations and anger on the people out in the world when they ain't even dealing with their own selves. It's important that you deal with yourself, you sit with yourself, you talk to yourself, you be nice to yourself, and you uplift yourself. You be your own hype woman, you be your own hype man, because I'm telling you, in the time of the struggle, when you out there and you in the ring, you gonna have to be the one to get you out. You're gonna have to be the one to come out on top. You're gonna have to be the one to come out how you want to come out. Come out alive. Come out thriving. Come out feeling good. Come out feeling good. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for today. That's all I got. Remember to love you. Remember to be nice to you. And remember that good things are happening through you. Okay, y'all? So until next time, y'all be sweet, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.